invite in a little prayer. Just thanking the energy of the cards for being in our circle tonight, giving us the energy and the messages and the insight and wisdom that we need to gain. And we know that the cards do not lie. We know that they are another way for source consciousness to speak to us. And we know it's a way for our guides and guardians to reach us as well. So we thank the cards for whatever they give us tonight in whatever way that they serve. So for the past card, hi Lisa, by the way, she just got home. Lisa, you can always go back and get the replay as well. So don't worry about what you missed. The replay will be there. Yeah, feel free to check in with this tarot reading right now. So the first card that I pulled, it's funny, I pulled this last time, literally for our previous moon circle, the full blood moon in Scorpio, the eclipsed moon in Scorpio. I pulled our past card was the Chariot, and I pulled it again. And I shuffled some more with the cards. I really shuffled them today. And then I put them out in a rainbow, and I intuitively chose from the left, the top, and the right. And so I don't know how I picked it, but you know the cards don't lie. And so this message is coming back around again. Mercury is still in retrograde, so some of these messages are still important for us. Like Mercury is not over. The retrograde lasts 3 weeks. So people that are new to Mercury retrograde, they're always like, how long does this last? And it's like a while, about 3 weeks. So, you know, we're still in this message of going one way or the other. So we have the two horses. The two horses represent staying on the same path, which is the shadow side a bit because it holds us onto our old karma or our previous karma or maybe like ancestral karma that we're still working with. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you just still need to work on that, which is fine. The white horse is going to represent a new path, new wisdom, new lessons to learn, like a new evolution. And again, nothing wrong with that because both paths are going to give you challenges, give you wisdom and lessons to gain. It's just your choice to decide if you're ready for something new or if you're still feeling like you want to stay with the comfortable and you're still working with that energy. Now, anytime we pull the Chariot, we're also being told that we have the power, the free will to take the reins and to guide the horses down one path or the other, or we can let go and let the universe intervene. So the universe is going to choose for you if you let go. Like it's either going to decide if you're ready for the next step or if you're not. But if you know within you where you want to be, you have the choice as well. You can make that. I also think it's interesting that we have the two horses because we're in the sign of Gemini, the twins. And there's always kind of a light and dark energy to each season that we're in. And when we're in the new moon, we're in more of the shadowy side of things, but we also can gain a lot of light and insight out of that shadow. We're also told to kind of turn within and find the light within to help guide us down the path that we need to go down. The Chariot card is represented by the season of Cancer. So it's letting us know that the next upcoming season is Cancer. So this is the time right now to really do this work because again, like what we energetically intend and plant right now, that's what we're going to work with for the rest of the year. So if you are ready to, work one way or the other, make the choice with this new moon because it's going to get ingrained in once we hit Cancer season. This also has the number 7 on it. And, we have essentially 7 months left in the year. We are letting go of May with this new moon and we are embracing the next 7 months to come. So yeah, the Chariot is asking you to make the choice of which path you want to take and if you want to be in control of that path and that journey or if you want the universe to take the reins and guide you along the way. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with asking your angels to take over, asking Jesus to take the wheel, or asking your guides and your ancestors to help you out. That's what all of those energies are there for. We just have to call upon them and ask upon them to help us whenever we need. And asking for help is a beautiful thing and there's nothing wrong with that. So moving on to the present card, I have the 5 of Swords. Speaking of letting go of the 5th month, swords are also a symbol of us cutting ties, release, letting go, and they're pointing downward, representing the past. We're letting go of these past 5 months. We're embracing what we can dig down and plant. Again, the swords, like we're kind of digging down into the root of the earth. Notice this red here, red representing the red earth energy or root chakra. So what are you intentionally planting? You still have the opportunity to do so, but then you need to plan it and you need to let it go and trust with hope and faith. Of course, tend and nurture as needed, but hope, trust, and faith. Now, also, anytime we have the 5 of Swords, this is also telling us to let go of anything that is stuck, anything that we've been kind of like working on that's not working out, anything that we've been putting a lot of effort into that's just not playing out the way we want to, anything that's not quite meeting our expectations despite a lot of energetic effort. The 5 of Swords says, let it go. Let it go. It's not time to work with it anymore. It's actually taking up your energy. It's taking up your time. It's wasting your time. It's holding you back. And it's also blocking your energetic flow. So this new moon in Gemini is all about relationships, right? Our energetic exchange. So we pull the 5 of Swords during this new moon to remind us that we need to make those changes now because they are preventing our flow. And if we don't make them now, then, things are going to root down and stay stuck for the rest of the year. Now, I also think it's interesting that we've got all of this red energy coming in on the present because right now we have Mars and Saturn, Mars, the red planet. We have that in a planetary war, probably fighting. We've got these swords with Saturn, the planet of karma. We also have in Vedic astrology, the moon is in Rohini Nakshatra, the reddish one, the red eye of the bull. So we have a lot of red energy coming into play. And red is the color of safety, also danger, security, also stop. It's the color of the root chakra and everything it embodies. So take time to notice what you really need to ground into your life, what you need to plant, and what kind of relationships you need to let go. We also, our root chakra represents our ancestral karma and also our relationship to our family and our bloodline. And so right now this 5 of Swords is being pulled, I believe, to say, hey, it's time to go to battle with that ancestral karma that you're ready to heal and you're ready to shift and change. Now finally, for the future card, we got good stuff. We got the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles represents a wrapping up of like a business venture and success and like mission accomplished energy. You can think of 4 as in like 4 trimesters as well. So this is a symbol of fertility. And we're in a very fertile moon right now being ruled by creative Rohini Nakshatra, creative Gemini energy as well. So the 4 of Pentacles is showing us that we have the ability to let this creative energy flow out of our sacral chakra. We've got a lot of yellow and orange here. So yellow is representative of solar plexus, doing work, but also abundance and bliss. And then we have the orange for our sacral chakra, which is all about worthiness and pleasure and creative flow. So I do believe the 4 of Pentacles is asking us as we move into the future to plant seeds of intention that revolve around us cultivating and growing more joy and more bliss in our life. I do believe we're also being supported to let our creative energy flow into the external world. So if you have any crafts, any gifts, any magic that you've been, working with or you enjoy doing on your own, but is meant to maybe serve the world for a higher purpose, the 4 of Pentacles is saying now is the time to start working and bringing that out into the world because you will be supported and you will be successful and those ventures will pay off in one way or another. So good stuff, right? Good stuff for this tarot reading. We've got this Chariot saying, hey, the choice is still ours. What wisdom, what lessons do you want to learn for the rest of the year? What path do you want to take? What changes do you want to shift? We've got this Five of Swords, saying it's time to let go of the past. It's time to heal that past stuff that's holding you back. Let go of the stuff that's taking hold of your energy that doesn't need to. Give yourself permission to move forward and really move forward with intention. You know, go to work, do the battle, and then eventually you're gonna turn out successful. You're gonna feel satisfied. You're gonna feel abundant, and you're gonna feel more in your energetic flow as we move into this new earth that supports us bringing out each of our unique gifts. And again, remember, we're still in this Gemini season until the 21st of June. And so Gemini is a time of embracing our uniqueness. Despite all being humans, despite all being on this, this planet together, we all have individuality. And even if you're a twin or a triplet or whatever it may be, you have individuality. And it was interesting when I was watching that video of those conjoined twins. They said, they were just getting asked questions rapid fire, and they said, what do you want people to know about you more than anything else? And they said that we're two different people, that although we share this body and we share some things, we're two different heads, we're two different brains, we're two different personalities, and we're two different people. And we all are different individual beautiful people with beautiful unique gifts that can be cultivated and brought out and supported in the world, and also help to raise the frequency of our collective for this next generation, for this new frequency that's coming into our planet to vibrate right now. So yeah, I just encourage you to get creative with this moon, or really have hope and faith and trust that you can create your reality, and you can write your story, and you can rewrite your story as many times as you want. Just as the moon begins again every month, you always have the opportunity to start over and to begin again and to become somebody new, to shift and grow and change. I am not the same person I was 2 years ago. I am not the same person I was 3 years ago. I am not the same person I was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Certainly not the same person I was 20 years ago. And it's so funny because Friday on June 3rd, when Mercury goes direct, I literally have my 20-year class reunion. And in ways, I'm still that weird, wacky, person that I was. I know I just saw Tristan on the transmission, and she's been my friend since middle school, if she's still here. So I'll probably see you next weekend if you're there, sister. But yeah, I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago, right? None of us are. And so we're always growing and changing, and we have to embrace that in each other instead of letting judgments get in the way and letting our own perception or our own reflection or our own deflection or whatever influence the way that we see others and we receive others and we hold space for others and we allow people to hold space for us. And so with this new moon, I encourage you to contemplate your energetic exchanges, both with yourself, with your dreams, with your intentions, with your ancestors, with your bloodline, with the earth, with the collective, and with where you want to go from here.